Hello everybody and welcome to a new reaction video, and today I've got a bit of a cold, so I do apologise if I sound a bit gross and congested. Don't know where I picked this cold up from, and I really don't need it because I've got to play a gig on Saturday. Anyway, that's not the point. Today we're going to be revisiting Eluveitie. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right. But anyway, we're going to be looking at a track called Of Fire, Wind and Wisdom. Now, I reacted to Eluveitie once before, and I did a track called Call of the Mountain. And if I remember correctly, I absolutely loved that song. I thought it was a beautiful piece of music, beautifully sung. I loved the non-conventional instruments that were used. Now, from what I understand, the lineup of the band has slightly changed since that track was released. So, this track might be considerably different. It might be slightly different. It might not be any different at all. I'm not sure. So it'll be interesting to find out the difference between this track and the first track I heard. Excuse me. So, I think we'll just jump straight into it. So, Eluveitie of Fire, Wind and Wisdom. Let's just get straight into it, shall we? Let's go. Well, this is very, very different. Very, very different. I mean, the music, when it came in, it started off with that beautiful hurdy-gurdy, and it then came in really, really heavy. And whilst the first track of those I heard did have its sort of rock elements to it, it was never this heavy. Also, the most notable difference is the vocals. When I first saw them, there was a young woman singing, and she had a fantastically beautiful voice. There was no harsh vocals at all. Now we've got a guy singing with harsh vocals, so it's very, very different to the first track I heard. However, I do still quite like it. This is more the way of most other sort of folk metal bands these days, and that's something that I liked about the first track, is that it was folk metal but it was different. So whilst they've still got the really cool instruments, I'm not sure. We'll carry on. Well, um, while that wasn't actually bad in the slightest, it was very, very enjoyable. I am a little bit disappointed. Because one of the things I loved so much about them the first time I heard them was the fact that it was clean, beautifully sung vocals, and it was different to most other folk metal. But this one, they've gone down the same road as every other one. So, I mean, it's really good. The music was brilliant. Brilliantly put together, the non-conventional instruments, beautiful as it was before. But they're just the same as every other folk metal band now, with this track. I do have several other of their tracks to check out, but I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't keep with the original sort of formula. I mean, I understand that band members left and changed, but didn't mean the actual way the band performed had to change either. The song itself, however, seems to be very similar to the Call of the Mountain track, where they're just talking about, well, they seem to be singing about nature and their home and stuff like that. It just seems to be talking about like the ancient forest and the ancient groves and, you know, that sort of thing. You know, natural magic, sort of pagan sort of outlook on nature, and it just seems to be something like that. There doesn't seem to be any actual depth or deep meaning to the song itself. But like I said, it was a good track. The musicianship was brilliant. The vocal performance was very good, albeit a little bit quiet. You know, it was really good. But I'm just a bit disappointed that the band haven't maintained the style that I first encountered with them. But anyway, yeah, I can't really think of much else to say on that one. Yeah, I'll leave that one as it is, I think. If anybody would like to suggest a track, let's try that again. Suggest a track for me to react to, please do so by all means. Drop a comment down below or message me on Instagram. If you have suggested a track and you haven't seen it yet, believe me, it is coming. Every track that is suggested gets written down on my list, and they get done in the order that they appear on my list. So if you have suggested a track and haven't seen it, it is coming. I promise you it is coming. So yeah, I think we'll leave that as it is. Short video today. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.